Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik, and this is the game War in the Pacific Admins Edition. This is my play by email match against Xargun. He's a allied player, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1, and we're playing game version 26B. And I take Baba, a Dutch small base north of Darwin for free. No one's there. All is fine, hopefully. No, not all is fine. There's a Dutch submarine. I mean, the Dutch submarines are the only one really doing damage. It's sent out 4 torpedoes, only 1 hit, but there's a little fuel, not much fuel left in this tanker. So it's catch fire, and normally then a tanker is always dead. A tanker on fire, especially for Japan, is impossible to handle. A little payback, here's a mini AK, so I think this is a 3-point or 4-point cargo ship with our troops. The cargo ship is going down. So far my tanker is still alive, but not more. That was a mistake on my side, because I know there was a Dutch submarine all the time and I always escorted everything, but for this tanker more or less I think I stand down my escort because it was damaged, and then I forgot to add on to send the tankers back to Balikpapan. So yeah, that was a typical misclick for my side. And this was a good tanker, but I cannot change it. Tahiti, my submarines are now today in the wrong position and they're getting hit. But I find a medium cargo ship, maybe 6-point, but also without troops. But it's sinking. So I can sink 2 smaller cargo ships, but losing a bigger tanker is of course not a good trade for Japan, and my submarine will hit it again. At least I can say the tanker was nearly empty, there was not more much left. And so far I still have more tankers. This is the first real tanker I lose. The other one was only a short range support tanker. Out of Auckland, I still try to sink these local minesweepers. And today I get 1 hit, 1 kill. But no cap over Wellington. Zipping. Some hits, but nothing too special. And this Dutch forces, I can kill 2 squads, this is okay. Yeah, or many left, and the gun is also destroyed. Yeah, so. Yeah, this is my 3rd landing operation, on the last big landing operation. Not the last operation at all, but I would say the last big attempt to change the strategic situation on the map. I still try to hunt down this Australian base forces. They're a little tough. And I make recon over Jaffna. So So this is the northern end of Ceylon. Airfield attacks. But there's shitty weather, so I lose one Sonia. Better Sonia than Lily or Sally. So, time to storm the beaches. And here's a small base force. Nothing too strong, so the Xargun don't reinforce this base. You can normally, yeah, there are 4 locations you can unload on Ceylon, and this is maybe the weakest, maybe. But the problem is that it's near to Madras, so there could be a strong air presence, plus the air force out of Colombo. So I choose the air threat over a strong enemy ground forces awaiting me on the beaches. So kick the Dutch, British back here. I'm coming again and again and want to only die. And I also try to take this Cook Island base. This is the only base I think from Cook Islands have a presence of enemy forces. Yeah, but nothing really happened. And this is the presence or the forces of in Jaffna. You can see there's only one air regiment and a small infantry platoon. Nothing will, or nothing can stop me really. Good. And I take this island off the coast of Rangoon. More or less only to make sure there's nothing hiding. Not now and not in the future. So it was not the best day, but I mean from strategic point it was a successful landing. Still no enemy submarine battleships or heavy airstrikes messing up with my landings. So I think I was able to unload most of my equipment. That is the number 1. Of course, the setback was losing at good tanker is never good. But first, the air losses. 4 airplanes for me, mostly I would say related to. Not sure if this is Nano, the ends are somewhere else. But 1 flag kill over Bendering and 1 Betty is ops loss. But only the flag pilot is killed. Oh, okay. Ship lost, sunk. So today I was able to kill 3 enemy ships, so in total 13 points, but I lost 1 wheel tanker. And this is a 19-point tanker, not the biggest one, nothing fast, but it was 8,000 tons. It has capacity plus range. But again, a good tanker, but nothing, not the super big tankers, let's say this. Yeah. Could be worse, but yeah. In China, no battle, so no change of situation. Well, I'm moving here northeast to enter this hex because here's clear terrain, so I can bring in my forces. Maybe fight better. Japanese fight better in clear terrain, and Chinese fight better in rough terrain. So this is for me maybe the better situation to outflank the enemy. There's still this British submarine, I can scout it and see it, so it's not really a threat for me. I have the main body of my invasion fleet is here, a little behind, so I can more or less close the range, take the base next turn, and then the turn after this I can unload the main body of my forces. This was only the, yeah, like I do this often, or I think everyone does this or not, but many people do this. You first send the light equipment strong enough to take the base, and then after the base is changed or under control, you can unload without losses. There's still a little infantry left, but this will be unloaded before I make the land attack at the end of the next turn. So I would guess all of my equipment is ready, plus the supplies, because supplies is, you first unload troops and then supplies. So but I see here no issue. And most important is there's out of Madras, no, out of Colombo, no air activity. Why? I don't know exactly, but Xargun know for sure I'm now here. But the problem, I mean, here's this barrier, this rift, so all shipping must go around Ceylon, so not sure how easy you can full speed around Colombo to hit me here, if Xargun even tries this. So nothing else. It was a battle, but yeah, they are coming again. That is all normal. Here was a tanker. So I had here my, yeah, I sent them down to repair them because they had some system damage. But I forgot that my tankers are already on the way back. So, yeah. That would be a good opportunity to sink the submarine here, maybe in shallow water, but now I miss it. On the other side, I can say he's kicked the tanker, but not the AOs. But they have more or less the same value. Load capacity is also very similar. It doesn't matter at the end of AO or tanker. Not the biggest difference. AO can or refuel at sea, and tanker can do this only in the base. More important is also that the unloading at Geralton was successful. So far no interference of enemy troops. So I am now here in the base and I start similar to Ceylon unloading now my heavy equipment. So I will have here soon much more attack power, already at 900, but more is coming. So, and there was always a little sub-activity here around Australia, but nothing really important. Small fishes. I think the allies have hundreds or thousands of this kind of ships. New Zealand is a little slow down. I must bring my forces in position. We have here this one force here and the other forces here trapped. I hope I can get rid of them. And then sooner or later I must also storm Wellington. There's a lot of forces, 15 units, but not much attack power. So I think I can take out first the smaller flies and then I take Wellington. I mean, I took already Auckland and the shipyard. Now I have also here enough supplies. I thought it's 20,000, but looks like you need only over 10,000. And then your command HQ will also provide you with torpedo supplies. You don't need a HQ for this, but it must be a command HQ, and you need to have airfield at least level 3, I think, and over 10,000 supplies. Not 20,000, okay. Yeah, and Garrison, no. Or Kempton, my invasion fleet was is ready, or I was able to unload everything, only these little supplies I skipped. So we are now on the way back to Lumaya. Then I can repair all my ships and damage. And this carrier need to go to Auckland at the shipyard. This is also why I try to take New Zealand and Auckland, because then I have a shipyard. I can build up this shipyard so I can go maybe 25,000 tons or something like this later on. Now it is at 13 plus 2. So I can fix here every carrier, maybe not for battleships, so I will not go to too high, but maybe up to 20,000, so I can fix all standard carrier and heavy cruisers. And I will see if I go to 36,000 to fix my battleships. Yeah, I'm not sure if I really run here battleships in the long run. So this is also successful, and my infantry is already spreading out. So I try to take here the base here, this base, and this base. At the same time, I try to take this crossroad junction. I still don't know if how Xargun will react, because I split the rail system, but the highways are still here. But you can only run on major roads in strategic move for the allies. So he could I don't know exactly. I don't know if you can do this. I think it's simply similar to the rail. So he could make a strategic move here up to this dot base. Then he must change to walk and walk here down. I still think that even on the street you must move from base to base in strategic mode. But only the allies can do this, so I never had the experience how it really works. I only know that I think Chinese cannot do this, and also not India and Malayan troops. There's some limitation, but Australian, American forces, British, they can do this. Good. So then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.